and are happy to report that he is doing well. Unfortunately, he's not the only one that needs some care and some extra attention after being neglected. Joining me now is Crystal Weimer, and she is a foster with the Wicomico Humane Society of Wicomico County and joins us via Zoom this afternoon. Hi, Crystal.
Hi, how are you?
I am doing great. So we are here to talk about Shay. Tell us about Shay.
So Shay was found as a stray back in early March in Salisbury. We estimate her to be about 8 years old. We think she's a pit boxer mix, but I did do a DNA test on her, and I'm waiting for the results back on that, but that should be a few weeks. She's really great. She loves people. Every time that I have guests over, she's all over them. It's like she's known them for years. So she's wonderful around people. She is dog reactive and cat reactive, and she has a high prey drive. So for that reason, we really need somebody who's going to be responsible and work with her on those things. Now, she's come a long way since I've had her, but she still reacts to other animals when she sees them on the walks, whether it's whining or pulling or jumping, but it's manageable. We just need to make sure she goes to a home that the person's responsible and ready to handle.
Sure. So do you know anything about how she ended up in the situation she was in?
So some wonderful lady ended up seeing her walking on the streets in Salisbury. I think it was North Salisbury, and she got her in her car, and that's not a surprise to me because she loves people so much. And then that lady called the animal control at Wicomico Humane, and they came out and met the lady and got her. So she did have a couple puncture wounds on her. We think maybe from sticks or something that jagged her maybe in the woods. So I don't know. We really don't know. I do think that she was in a home, in a loving home at one time. She knew sit, she knew paw as soon as she came into the shelter. So you really don't know those things unless somebody teaches you, obviously. So I don't know, really don't know her story, but it does take her a while to warm up to people. So whoever gets her, they're going to have to give some time for her to acclimate to the new home, but then she'll be your best friend after. It took us about 3 months to really see her goofy side and to really show her her true self. She really is a wonderful dog. She just needs somebody to be patient with her and kind of work with her.
Yeah, and to be a foster like you are, that takes a lot of patience, doesn't it?
It does, but I always say that we don't get the dog that we want. We get the dog that we need. So I really think that Shay is here with me and my husband for a reason. And she teaches me things every day. She really does. Dogs are very good teachers. So whenever her time is done, whenever she is done teaching me, whatever she needs to teach me, then she'll go on to her forever home. So until then, she has a place to stay. But we're definitely looking for a family for her. So you'll be getting one great dog, but it definitely has to be a home with no other pets.
Sure. So do you think, what kind of timeline are you looking at for Shay to go into a new home?
I mean, whenever the perfect family comes along. So we've had her for over 3 months now, probably 3.5 months. And so, I mean, it could be tomorrow, it could be another year from now. So whenever that person comes along, we'll know it. We'll know when it's right.
Well, maybe somebody's watching and their heart is pounding for Shay, and we'll get Shay a loving home. Crystal Weimer, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Can I say one more thing before I go?
Sure.
Thank you. Even if it's not Shay that you choose, and even if it's not a dog at the Wicomico Humane Society, please at least consider adopting rather than buying from a breeder, because there's so many good dogs out there in shelters and rescues that really need homes. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Crystal.